What's going on, everyone? Hopefully you guys are fantastic. It is a beautiful sunny Saturday during quarantine, so we're gonna put some work in on the dually. Probably a little different than you guys have already seen it. Most of the interior is taken out. I just had to jump the wire connector in order to pull this seat out, which hopefully, yeah, that comes with it. So I took the connector off the side right here. We used a jumper wire from the battery to here to move the seat forward and back. That way I could get to the bolts and take it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the bolts out. What we're basically working on today is, if I can find the socket, I'll have to look for it. Oh, it's right here. If I can find the socket and get this all set, we're pulling the whole interior out of this. I was gonna clean it and just carpet clean the floors and everything, but the floor is actually pretty beat up right here. As you can see, it's kind of torn through. So I'm gonna go ahead and order a black carpet floor. We're gonna redo the headliner in black because it's falling down a little bit. So that's kind of where we're at. So this is like part one of the dually build, is getting the cab situated. That way everything in here, I know we need to put the window motor and rails back in here, so this will hold itself up. Pretty much the plan for this build is going to be getting the cab situated, getting a new paint job done, and then we're gonna go ahead and start on the rest of it, the suspension. We might do the suspension before the cab and paint and all that stuff, that way we can get the new axle under it. But basically we want to get it rolling, so that way we can go ahead and get the cab done, get the fenders matched. And I was thinking about doing a cat eye swap on it. I don't know yet if I want to keep the GMC front or not, so let me know what you guys think. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and keep working on getting this interior out. I'm glad it's a full center console truck. We're gonna get this stuff out, get the seats redone, get the clean up the center console and everything, and then this should be ready to rip. And like I said, once this is done and we have everything out and ready, we're gonna work on the dash here too, which we're gonna start pulling some parts off the parts truck, getting all this stuff just cleaned up, you know, just cleaning everything really nicely. That way it's, you know, a mint truck. So we're gonna start pulling stuff off of that one to get this one going. So that's what we're working on today. So we got the seat out, as you guys can see. And while we were, we made a quick Napa run, and in the thoughts of everything, you guys all know, and I know all of you guys have had this at one time or another, unless you're just too rich and you have a brand new truck all the time. The clunk from under your dash, the steering wheel clunk, I don't know how other people describe it or whatnot, usually is caused by this, and Napa had one in stock. So I went ahead and grabbed it, and I figured while we have this whole dash apart, because of the previous owner taking everything out of this, we're gonna go ahead and change it. So I personally have never done one, so we're gonna learn together, and I'm gonna show you guys how to get it done, so that way we can, you know, just make this happen, and then you guys will have a non-clunking steering wheel or under dash noise or anything. So it is a major problem. We're gonna try and work on it now and get everything done. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna assess the situation, see what we gotta take off, and yeah, pretty sure it goes right in the end of the steering shaft though, like this. So should be pretty easy. We'll see though. Well, that ain't it. So there's a 15 mil nut on a little like self-locking bolt here that comes out right up underneath there. I think now the goal is to get the shaft out of the lower shaft out of the steering column. Right here, oops, sorry, right here. Get that out, and the collar goes up in here. So I'm gonna try and work on getting that out and see if that's where we need to be. So I'm not 100% sure if anyone already tried to remove this and broke it all off, but you can see just how mangled this factory one is. Now, I mean, the bearing's pretty shot. I don't know how much play this would really take out, but we're gonna go ahead. There's a little guide mark right here. See these two little lines? You can see on this one too. Those go into a slot onto the into the shaft, but pretty much you just need to line it up. So we got the lower shaft taken off that goes out to the steering wheel, and you guys with the nice steering wheels that have the controls, I don't know if this truck, yeah, so the ones that have the steering wheel controls, basically you want to be super careful, because if you push that shaft too far up into this, it'll mess up the clock spring in here, and you'll have a check airbag light on for your steering wheel controls. So we're gonna see if we can put this back on. Now obviously, like, this is pretty loose, so we're gonna go ahead and put it back on and try and see if we can at least test the shaft and make sure it's not making any noise. So just gonna slide it back in pretty much like this. This opening goes down pretty much, so it's gonna go in like this, and yeah, we'll give the shaft a wiggle, see if it get rid of the noise. So we did get the nut in. I had to do some pushing and pulling all at the same time and kind of got the shaft to a spot where it wouldn't move, but we did get it installed. Looks like we still might have a little bit of play, but I don't think it's gonna be nearly as bad as it can be, so it doesn't seem to be too bad. But you can see on the old one, the little, almost like the little, if it'll focus here, right in here, where the shaft sits on, it that's where it wears out. There's like little plastic tabs that wear out, so you're not gonna be able to see it, but basically those little tabs are wearing out, and that's what's letting your shaft go up and down there, because that one was really easy to slide out. So with the new one, it was terrible to get back in, but we got it back in and everything should be good. So as far as that goes, not too bad at all. We're gonna keep working, basically work on pulling the center console out, I believe. I gotta look up how to get the front out pretty much, but yeah, once we get that out, the carpet can come out, and we're gonna go ahead and order a new one, and then probably work on taking the headliner out. So the center console is out. There is a plug right underneath the center that'll kind of catch you up a little bit. You just gotta make sure you get that off. Some weird wiring, but whatever. So that's out. So pretty much we're gonna work on cleaning everything out of the truck first, and then pulling these bad boys off, which they're all pretty much snap clips. So these ones are a little messed up, and I'm pretty sure this, I don't know if, I think these have mounts, but they're underneath, so you pop these off first, pull off your side panels, your back ones, and then I don't think we necessarily need, well, yeah, we probably need to take the back ones off, but go ahead and pull these all out, get everything cleaned out of here, and then pull the carpet out so we can get a new one. Not too bad of a job, but we're gonna, once we have this out, we're gonna vacuum the whole thing. Kind of torn on doing sound deadening underneath. I don't know, we'll see. Stuff's pretty expensive, so I kind of like the sound of trucks and tires and stuff, so I'm not really gonna be too upset by it. So yeah, just gotta get all this stuff cleaned out. Shit. No, I'm just kidding. So we basically have the dually build stripped out inside. Did some more thought. I think we're gonna go ahead and dynamat the floors, or like knock off sound deadening stuff from Amazon. It's pretty cheap. I looked it up. I thought it was gonna be super expensive. I know probably not the cheap route. Doesn't really do too much, but whatever. Not going for crazy sound deadening, but just a little something. So we're probably gonna order some, line the floors. We're gonna get the new black carpet, and then next we're gonna work on getting the headliner down the next video. So basically it's pretty easy to get everything out. You just gotta kind of undo wires and clips and stuff. So we got the ducting out. You don't really have to pull anything, you just slide it out from underneath. But yeah, this is what a stripped down naked crew cab Duramax looks like. So like I said, we might change this out if the other one's good that we have. We'll go check on that. And then yeah, basically I'm gonna probably pull that wiring out if I can out of the fuse block and see if that truck has the same wiring. That way I can use it, because it looks just kind of beat, and I really want this truck to be full functioning when we go back together. So probably redo all the speakers, wiring. I want to do a sound system in here, so I probably have to have my dad build me a custom box, maybe fly him out once this Corona thing's over. So yeah, everything's going together pretty well. So anyways, that's gonna do it for today, guys. Sun's going down, I gotta eat, I'm hungry. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, drop a thumbs up. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. We were doing a full build on this one, which is crazy because I'm supposed to be building a SEMA truck right now, but it wouldn't be the SEMA crunch without waiting until like 2 months before. So our focuses are shifted on the dually right now, which if you guys haven't seen, is basically a fully gutted truck. So we're gonna send this cab off to body work and paint. That's why we're stripping it all. We're gonna work on the floors, the interior, everything on this, and then yeah, build a motor, build a trans, build a custom suspension for it, all that good stuff. A lot of work to do, but yeah, we got the metal and pretty much everything. We gotta get some coilovers. So yeah, we'll see you guys later. I'm out.